Hugh, Director of the Cooperative Borg and Borg Reclamation Project speaking. I am reaching out to you as Command has spoken very highly of your accomplishments. In particular, I'm told you're experienced in dealing with a variety of Borg. Another incursion is taking place in the Ramazad system. Can you meet me there? I'll send you my coordinates upon arrival. I'm still waiting to hear back from other allies. We'll need all the backup we can get. There is always a choice. Thanks for checking in. Good luck on your... Thanks for...
Yeah. Crave human flesh. What?
This would be stunning.
What a surprise! I didn't expect to see you here. I'm responding to a call from Director Hugh of the Cooperative Borg. The Lucara Concordium has recently chosen me as their ambassador for all things Borg. He asked me to join him here to help with another incursion. I've been here for quite a while now. I'm not sure he's coming. Are you here to help as well? I agree. He's typically quite punctual. So I've heard, anyway. Well, I'm afraid I've also come across some starship debris in the system that I have yet to identify. It appears we're arriving at the aftermath of a tense clash. I suggest we try and find the director together. With your permission, I'll set up a sensor link so that our ships can share any data we find. Sensor link is active. Let's start with the ship debris up ahead. Let's see. Sensors are picking up microscopic fragments of advanced regenerative circuitry, nanites, and decentralized control system debris. This is most certainly a full and cooperative probe. Something must have happened to their fleet. Let's hurry. There's more debris over there. Scans indicate high-density alloy and further Borg circuitry fragments. Disruptive, not regenerative. In any case, this is not cooperative debris. The quantum signature doesn't even match our universe. Incoming! Well done. That certainly explains the debris' quantum signature. Let's continue. I see a final cluster of debris up ahead. This fractal alloy is unlike any debris I've ever seen. It's protected by a quantum dispersal field. Someone must have come back to scatter the ship's debris signature. Its origin is untraceable. Heads up! Subspace sensors are picking up residual distortion nearby. A warp trail. Recalibrating sensor array frequencies. Tachyon decay and subspace phase variances suggest this warp trail is 2 hours old. We should get closer. There might be survivors. Oh dear. Sensor readings are fluctuating erratically due to the magnetic properties of dense asteroids nearby. It's the Harmony. What's Tassine Faye's ship doing here? Perhaps Tassine Faye was called in to help as well. The vessel seems to be suffering from multiple systems failures. They may require assistance. Shall we send out a hail? Oh, right. No response. You're right. Let's proceed with... It's no use. The magnetic properties of the denser asteroids near the ship are interfering with our scans. An excellent idea. Right. Who would have thought that you'd be towing the Harmony today? The asteroids. Just a little further. It's working! The interference is subsiding. I suggest we try a final hail before we scan again. Starship Harmony, this is Ensign Far...
The Harmony might be experiencing a communications blackout.
Well, this doesn't look good. Shields are lowered. I'm not detecting any breaches, so it must have been done voluntarily. Scans also indicate that the atmospheric conditions aboard the ship are highly unusual and only just able to accommodate other species. Furthermore, the ship itself... I agree. Quite sure. But I do appreciate you asking. I would rather face my fears head-on than retreat to the You read my mind.
This interior. It's...
It looks like the hallway behind us is
It looks like the hallway behind us is locked. In fact, this room is under...
maybe this will allow us.
Maybe this will allow us.
Now, the security clearance required to bypass this console is too high. We won't be able to go this way. Let's look around. Optimizing tricorders for environmental scanning. What a unique structure. Optimizing for material analysis. Incredible. These polygonal wall structures act as data nodes. It appears they store recordings of events that have happened aboard the ship. They contain, in any case, well done. All right, we'd better stay alert. Lead the way. It's very empty in here. I wonder where all the crew members are. That's what Tassine Faye always says. Could I have a word? I'm feeling a little uneasy. No, not about the possibility of finding a Borg incursion board. It's about the comment I made earlier, about being watched. It was meant to be light-hearted, but I'm starting to think we are being monitored. It doesn't help that this room is on lockdown as well. And it looks like the security clearances increase the further along we get. We'll need to get creative again. Interesting. Instead of recording in real time, we could recalibrate the output so that the node plays back a recording from the past. At some point, someone aboard this ship must have input the console code needed to unlock this room. Such a recording might also provide us with insight into what happened aboard the Harmony. Spot on! We would need to input some kind of information about the data we want to access in order to bypass any encrypted subroutines. In theory, this would allow me to recalibrate the node's parameters to play back an older recording. Though, I'd have to reconfigure the node's memory buffer array to act as a hollow matrix interface instead. In other words, the node will no longer function as a recording subsystem, but as a hollow emitter, activated via... I have to say, even though I'm not pleased about reverse engineering Ethereum technology without authorization, the science behind this is quite exciting. Hopefully, Tassine Faye will understand. If you scan the room for information, I will begin recalibrating the node's parameters. Reconfiguring memory array to optimize for hollow emission output. modulating tripods. Integrating environmental data to bypass encryptions. Done. The system is active. Shall we give it a try?
In that case, please follow me.
This technology looks like a fragment of a larger piece.
Director Hugh, it is good to finally meet you face to face.
So, you say you need help?
It worked! So, both Director Hugh and Tassin Fei were aboard the Harmony. What's more, the decay rate of the chronoton particles emitted by these projections placed the recording approximately 1 hour before the Harmony's warp trail signature in Rami's art. It's likely that whatever battle took place out there occurred after the director beamed aboard. Curious. It's a start. However, I'm sure you'll notice that these recording fragments are both static and out of order. The node's harmonic emitters didn't take too kindly to being tampered with. I doubt we'll be able to play out the full animated sequence of events. That said, we should be able to realign and place these fragments in the correct order. What happened first? Right. Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his bridge officers aboard the Harmony. After Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his bridge officers aboard, Director Hugh scanned a piece of technology which he considered to be part of a fragment of a larger piece. So, the fragments had been placed in the correct order. First, Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his team aboard the ship. Then, Director Hugh scanned some technology which was part of a larger piece. Lastly, Tassin Fei asked Director Hugh and his officers to follow her, so they all left the room. We did it! Right. I've fed the data back into the node in the correct order this time. We should be able to play the full sequence of events now. Remember, it's likely to be visually incomplete due to the harmonics malfunction within the node, but
Director Hugh, it is good to finally meet you face to face. I have heard a lot about you and your skill set.
We're just in Fei. Please call me Hugh. Likewise, I've heard a lot about the Ethereans. So, you say you needed help?
Yes, a piece of our technology has been found aboard the Harmony. We may be compromised.
Let's see. You're right. This is control board technology, all right. And yet, the energy signature isn't an exact match. This technology looks like a fragment of a larger piece. We'll need to locate the rest of it before I can make an assessment.
Of course, our diplomatic orders are available should you wish to stay longer for this assessment. Please excuse me.
Great teamwork. We've pieced it all together. It looks like Director Hugh and his officers beamed aboard the Harmony to help Tassin fit exactly. Fortunately, the data node recording also shows the console code used by Tassin Fei to bypass security. I suggest we look out for other consoles along the way. Perhaps we'll be able to use this method again. So it seems like the starship debris we found earlier might have been control board then. If we proceed, the door behind us will likely lock. We'll need to choose a path. Right behind you. This looks like a social lounge. I didn't know the Ethereans were so willing to host. Very hospitable, though a little deserted for my taste. Perhaps it's related to stellar research. I take it these are the redressed diplomatic quarters Tassin Fei spoke of in the data node recording. I must say, I wasn't aware that a diplomatic meeting had been scheduled between any Lucari ambassadors and Ethereans. Right. Perhaps this is for a future meeting that hasn't been coordinated yet. Director Hugh did mention abnormal circumstances in that recording. It's possible. Oh my. These are almost identical to the furnishings of Lucari diplomatic quarters. Seems like the Ethereans have replicated our style almost to perfection. This looks like a shortcut.
Yep. I took the scenic route.
It's one of Director Hugh's offices. We better help them. Shields are still down. We can stabilize them and beam them out. This isn't good. We need to figure out what happened here. That's the spirit. I'm feeling less guilty about tampering with Ethereum technology, our allies could be in danger. Recalibrating parameters. Almost there. Got it. The fragments should be ready to play.
I will lead you to our lower decks.
Watch out! What are you doing?
It worked! Unlike the last recording we watched, these initial fragments seem to be in the right order. That means Tassin Fei was leading Director Hugh and his officers to the lower decks of the ship. After that, something or someone attacked. However, my scans indicate the presence of corrupted data located inside the memory buffers. One of the perhaps. We can't rule it out, but that doesn't seem like something the control board would do. Which fragment was artificially added to the data node? The node is not responding to that input. Which fragment was right? An unknown construct appeared from beyond the portal and attacked the group. The falsified fragment has been identified. First, Tassin Fei told Director Hugh and his bridge officers that she would lead them to the lower decks of the ship. But then, an unknown construct attacked Director Hugh and his bridge officers. Well done. That's it. It wasn't a control board that fired at Director Hugh's officer, but an unknown construct. It seems Ethereum? The corrupted data has been removed successfully. The full sequence of events is now.
It is a shame you are not staying longer. We have much to discuss. I am curious about the liberated board.
Well, the path of a liberated board is not easy. Ultimately, it's about giving others a second chance.
Fascinating. Ethereans believe in giving others a second life. Like in ascension.
I suppose you could compare it to that. Helping others overcome their past so they can grow.
Indeed, if you follow me, I will lead you to our lower decks.
You said this is where you found the control board boarding party?
Indeed.
Do you know how they were able to bypass your shields?
We are uncertain. Several malfunctions have been reported. No conclusions have been drawn yet.
What are you doing?
This was not supposed to happen.
Get behind me!
My word, so that's what actually happened. It seems like an Ethereum security system of some sort attacked Director Hugh and his officers. But by Luca, I cannot imagine what. In any case, Tarsin Fey's remark is important. If the Etherean security system has gone rogue, there might be more for us to worry about than control Borg. Fortunately, this recording also shows the console code used to activate this portal.
Could be
I
that
suppose it
the
will lead
control
to the
board
lower decks.
took control of the security.
Here's the code. Will you do the honors?
Okay, let's see.
I believe this calls for the Earth saying, "Here goes nothing." These lower decks sure are darker. A word? Yes. I mean, I think so. I feel confident that we're on the right track, especially after seeing both Director Hugh and Tarsin Fey pass through here. And yet, like, before we move on, I want to make sure you know that you can count on me. Entirely. Last time we underwent a mission together, I told you I wasn't certain I'd be a reliable ally again. Well, I'm glad that's settled. Exactly. I admit, I'm feeling apprehensive. What we're about to see next could be very telling. Integrating the environmental information. Bypassing encryptions. All done. The fragments are ready to play.
Unit grid, requesting immediate backup.
There has been a grave misunderstanding. Fret not, Director. We will not let you perish. You shall be preserved and uplifted anew.
Parish? Did they really get into some kind of near fatal altercation? We can't even imagine it. Tarsin Fey is our ally and friend. There must be more to this. Unfortunately, my scans suggest that the node's memory buffer may be overloaded. Which data node fragment was altered? The node is not. Which data node fragment was altered? The altered fragment has been identified. By Lucar, we did it. I was hoping for this outcome.
Unit grid, requesting immediate backup.
There has been a grave misunderstanding.
I can see that. How is going on here?
Our security system is registering you and your officers as Prime Borg.
Justine Fay, I really don't want to take down your construct. Get them to stand down.
That's it. Director Hugh was neutralized by Tassim Fay in an effort to protect him, I suppose? And it looks like his wounded bridge officer made it out of the room. Well, if the director and his officers are registering as enemy Borg to the Ethereum security system, then there's no telling how it will register us. Thankfully, the recording once again. Tassim Fay's choice seems somewhat abrupt. It certainly wouldn't be acceptable by Lucari diplomatic standards. But if she intends to uplift him anew, as she said, perhaps she only meant to conceal Director Hugh's biosigns from her security system. Ethereum customs could be wildly different from mine or yours. Perhaps this is not as transgressive as it seems. I agree. Let's input the console code so we can move on and beam in some backup. Admiral Kumarke to the Rescava. We are requesting backup aboard the Harmony. Director Hugh is down. I repeat, Director Hugh is down.
Admiral Kumarke, this is Ensign Barute reporting in. We have notified both of your crews. We're struggling to get a lock on your position. We'll pin someone down as soon as we can.
Copy that, Barute. Right. Let's not waste a moment. That's Director Hugh's other officer. Let's stabilize them and be... Watch out! Control Borg ahead! No match for us.
Okay. Looks like there are some control Borg.
Unsurprisingly, this room is also on lockdown. We'll need to... What an incredible astrometrics laboratory. I never imagined Ethereans to be galactic strategists, though. Perhaps they are less quick to trust others than I had originally thought. This star chart shows an array of interlinked gateways placed across a vast number of alternate dimensions. Fascinating. I haven't seen many other species use gateways as a means of transportation. Cybernetic onslaught. It seems these military texts describe the battle the Ethereans fought against the Borg, as well as other civilizations. This retelling is much less grim than I would have imagined. Didn't they say... Perhaps the military texts hold the key to our exit. That didn't work. That's it. way. Road security system constructs up ahead. Let's keep moving. Look out! Control Borg heading our way. They must be beaming in from other sections of the ship. Are these Athenian living quarters? Oddly enough, sort of looks familiar. Oh my! It's a whole wall of Brenda Bexes. But why? Perhaps this is how Ethereans honor their fallen. signs nearby. Admiral Kumar K to the Rescava.
Admiral Kumarke, this is Ensign Varunte reporting in. We've got a lock on your position. Understood. I'll send...
And Ensign, it seems the Ethereans use these energy portals to get from one level of their ship to the next. I wonder how many there are aboard. In any case,
Admiral Kumarke, this is Ensign Varunte. Did the crew make it?
they did, and not a moment too soon, Varunte. I'm picking up life signs further ahead on this deck of the ship. Localized interference makes them hot. I'll be right behind you. Seems there are no data nodes in this room. And still, let's try the console at the end of the room. Neurodrills? Hydroponics pods? Is this a sick bay or a science lab? Nothing here. We'll have to keep looking. Rogue security system incoming! Our console interaction must have activated them. Stronger than the last one. Well done. Quite the interruption. Now, where were we? It does seem like a lie. Me neither. Not. This is a partial biomedical display of Etherean energy readings. These readings indicate the presence of enhanced sensory organs, regenerative internal probes, and an energy-based core. It looks like the Etherean anatomical composition. Perhaps there's another console in this room that contains the access code to the door. Heads up! Rogue security system incoming again! Predictable, I suppose. They've upped their offensive, likely due to a perceived increase in threat level aboard the ship. Oh, I'm glad that's over. Let's try another console. That's it! The door is open! I'm detecting a life sign. Cognitive functions are compatible with the cooperative goal. We're getting closer. you! We better check his vitals. The director's life signs are stable, but he's been put into a stasis. Scans show the pods are equipped with an integrated dispenser valve and a medical interface connected to the ship's console system. We should be able to wake the director up by using a console command to activate the pod's dispenser. We just need to modify the output to release some sort of powerful stimulant. That will do it. Look out! It's the Ethereum security system! Scanning the director's pod must have alerted them. We can hardly catch a break, can we? Let's activate the pod's dispenser. Excellent. The Cordrazine should... It looks like getting out of this pod from the inside is the tricky part. From out here, it should be relatively simple. Excellent idea. The choice is yours. Let's give it a try. That's it. We can open the pod. Director Hugh. Are you okay?
Where are my officers?
They're safe. They're on the Rescava. We beamed them out, but we've yet to find Tassim
Forget
Faye.
Faye. I need to get off this ship. I'm worried about Tassim Faye too, but not the way you are. The Ethereans? They've been lying to us. Here, look.
It's the missing data from the Ethereum lab.
Through harmony, we are secure.
These biocides.
Through unity, we are strong.
I don't understand. They're consistent with...
Borg. Yes. But also,
Through fusion, we are victorious.
Honey.
look out! Getting away!
What was that?
A problem for me. Its escape has triggered some kind of red alert. Shields are up.
Damn. There goes our plan of beaming out.
There might be another way. Not the way I'd usually greet an ally of your distinction, but I suppose this is somewhat of a unique situation. I'll save the details of my gratitude for later.
Needless to say, I owe you one. As for our escape plan, the raised shields do pose a problem. However, during my brief time aboard the Etherean ship, I learned that beaming out might not be the only option at our disposal.
Right. The Harmony's wall structures act as data nodes that store recordings of past events that have happened aboard the ship. We reverse engineered the nodes in order to play them back, much like a holo recording.
Your creativity is commendable. Well, however daunting that must have seemed, Tassim phase neutralization wasn't as effective as she'd hoped. It looks like the Etherians don't know enough about liberated Borg biology to knock us out entirely. Not yet, anyway. While I was being carried through the Etherian lab, sleeping in and out of consciousness, I managed to send out a nanoprobe I had pre-programmed to scout for situational intel. Correct. This nanoprobe retrieves key data that is considered either useful or harmful. In this case, that included the hybrid Borg and Iconian biological composition of the Etherians, which the probe classified as potentially harmful. However, that's not all. The nanoprobe also detected massive energy spikes coming from a room on this level, up ahead. The energy type is consistent with the one emitted by the ship's portals. My guess is gateway technology. It could be Iconian. Hard to say. Your guess is as good as mine. Most importantly, my intelligence suggests the Etherians are not on their side. Or ours. At least not for now. Well, as a liberated Borg, or XB, as we used to call ourselves, I have hope that any civilization or individual might be open to reform. If they are anything like the Borg, or ancient Iconians we know of, then there might be a way to help them. But this isn't a hypothesis I'll live to test out if we don't get moving. That's a lesson I learned the hard way on another mission. So let's table this talk for a safer environment. Let's get out of here before more pods explode. The Harmony's defenses have blocked the path behind us. The only way onward. Call me Hugh. I've spent far too many stardates as a nameless.
Here it is. What are those?
Assimilation pods. Heads up. We got company. Typically, I recommend 7 phases is done, but that's advanced assimilation I'd rather avoid, Admiral. Another hostile wave of Etherians incoming. Your reputation precedes you. Well done. All right, let's go. My nanoprobe is detecting elevated levels of gamma radiation nearby. Harmony's core.
Granddad Bex.
The Ethereans had lowered some sort of fractal containment fields blocking our path.
Leave it to me. I've become quite the expert on Ethereum security systems.
Understood. We'll keep the Ethereans at bay in the meantime.
Resist and you shall crumble. Accept and you shall ascend.
Another one? This influx seems endless. How's it looking, Admiral?
Almost there. The fractal containment field has been lowered.
Incredible.
Collaboration is fruitful. Why such discord in the face of harmony?
He is teleporting away. That's our chance. Let's get out of here.
I hope you're right about that gateway technology.
Damn. Move. Okay.
A magnetic containment field protecting a cube-shaped reactor core.
Looks familiar, right? If only my turret started in this room.
It's quite the display for a reactor core. It must be important to them.
Trapped again. It did seem too easy.
You're right, Hugh. These granddad vexes are beaming in with no end in sight.
There must be another way to defeat them.
I have a plan, but it's risky.
Molly is.
If we lower its containment field, we could fire at the reactor core to initiate a breach.
What about the gamma radiation leaking into the room and the potential loss of life aboard the ship?
I'm willing to bet that putting the core at risk will initiate an emergency power transfer protocol. This would divert all main energy back to the core's containment field, interrupting Ethereum transport.
And likely divert power from the fractal containment fields too. A hell of a plan, Admiral.
And we'd have to backtrack into the room to carry it out.
A risk worth taking. Let's do it.
I'll get to work on this fractal containment field. Field has been lowered.
It's that quickly. The Ethereans aren't messing around.
I'm on it. Cover me. Reconfiguring security parameters.
that high.
Done. The magnetic containment field has been lowered. Radiation levels are rising. We need to leave.
Let's go.
The control panel is malfunctioning. Company, I just need a couple of seconds.
Your second life awaits you, Hugh.
There, it's open. Where's Hugh?
There's something I need to do.
Radiation levels are too high. We need to leave. Emergency systems might seal this section off. This could be our last chance.
I know. That's why you should go ahead with me.
You can't save him, Hugh.
I know, but if I can get through, for even just a second, then it's worth a shot. I have to try.
We can't leave him behind.
Granddad Bex, that's your name, right? Where's Tassine Faye?
We are Granddad Bex. We are Tassine Faye. We are all at once, and soon you shall be too.
I'd rather die than be reassimilated.
It is the only way. Uprisers shall be quelled. Deniers shall be fused. You must join us. You must ascend.
Listen, it doesn't have to be like this. My people have the means to restore your freedom.
You misunderstand. We are free. We have long been freed from the shackles of Iconian rigor, and we have taken what serves us best from the Borg. We are evolved.
See, the trouble is, I think you're free, but you're not. Everything you're saying right now, that sounds an awful lot like the collective I used to be a part of. You think you don't have a choice. If you ask me, you've just forgotten how to choose.
You are mistaken. We do not choose the ether. It chooses us. We follow its path.
Well, a wise man once told me, even when you think you don't have a choice, there always is one. I might not be able to help you now, but maybe I'll be able to help you one day. No one is beyond redemption.
We need to leave now.
I'm sorry.
Target the reactor core.
Follow me.
Incredible. An entire bay.
Admiral Kamarke, I've been told your scientific expertise lies in stellar stabilization and planetary restoration. How do you fare with gateway stabilization and remodulation?
You are in luck. These aren't too dissimilar from the direct system gateway we encountered recently. I should be able to mod.
Perfect.
The Reslava is on step right. I'll get started on the gateway.
Heads up. More hostile Ethereans incoming.
Through harmony, we are secure. Through unity, we are strong. Through fusion, we are victorious.
Nicely done, Admiral Kamarke.
Glad to see you made it in one piece. Let's check in with the Rescala.
Loud and clear. Good to see you both back on your ship.
Friends, this truly has been a grave misunderstanding. Remnants of our Iconian heritage, yes. To protect you from your own assumptions, of course. For your own benefit, on your path to a greater truth. The only truth. We seek not to harm you, but to welcome you. As we eventually did with the Borg, we stand on the precipice of a... It does not have to be. Today's events are a testament to our strength in dealing with unforeseen adversity. We are now sure than ever that we can be more than allies. We can be one. Do you not recall our axiom? Through harmony, we are secure. Through unity, we are strong. Through fusion, we are victorious. Was it not our mistake?
There must be a diplomatic way forward, even after today. Nothing fake. My people and I, we can help you. The cooperative advocates for the free Borg. Our reclamation methods are consistently evolving and improving, and yet the core of our mission remains the same. A liberated Borg does not rid themselves of their past. They simply dare to challenge.
Tossing Faye, I strongly suggest you consider this offer. It might be the only chance you get before the galaxy turns against you for your complicity.
The galaxy will turn against us.
we gathered that the Ethereans. It appears they are alternate universe Iconians, who fused with the Borg to forgo assimilation. An event is yet unheard of. Their advanced Iconian technology, knack for deception, has also been cause for great concern. Multiple reports of cooperative ship malfunctions after first contact with the Ethereans have now surfaced. Lastly, during my time aboard the Harmony, I overlooked a face piece, a creature that escaped. I activated my transmissions just in time to hear from Colony Premier and Specimen. That's all I have for now. I'll reach out if anything changes. Do not hesitate to do the same, should you need us.
Okay. I'm gonna end the stream now.